Welcome back to another episode of Road to Glory. As you can remember in last episode, we went through 3 games, leaving us off with senior night, the biggest game of his high school career and the last. Let's see what Peppo can do for the Scouts and see where he lands, y'all. So coming in the senior night, Peppo starts off the night 1st and 10, throwing a little check down to his tight end, but he doesn't do anything good. So that leaves Peppo to 2nd and 13, and he gets sacked. Peppo was not starting his senior night off very well. As you can see, 3rd and 23. What does Peppo do? Trying to get it down the field again, but his tight end didn't do anything. So his first half was terrible. Picking up in the second half, right off the bat, he throws a deep bomb down the field, which was huge for him to get that confidence going in the second half, because that first half was terrible. But he was still making bad reads in this game. But it was one thing Peppo had to do this game, which was make dots over the middle of the field. So he connects with his wide receiver again. At this point, it's 7-7 in the senior night of the 3rd quarter. What does Peppo do? Tries to get it to his tight end again to take the score. But at this point, Peppo said, my wide receivers and tight ends ain't catching, so I got to do it myself, taking them up 14-7 in the 3rd quarter. But as you can see, going into the 4th quarter, our defense could not make a stop, leaving Peppo down 20-14 in his last high school drive. As you can see, he's making it his mission to lead his team to a win on senior night. Because at the end of the day, Peppo does not want to lose his final game of his high school career. He's doing everything he can in his power to force a win. As you can see, he made a huge run and then a huge pass. As he's rolling out of the pocket, he scores his final touchdown of his high school career. That leads us to the biggest decision of his life, commitment day. Commitment day was huge for Peppo. As you can see, he was in his own high school gym with 3 teams very interested in him. Those 3 teams were Boston College, Baylor, and Vandy. Those 3 teams showed a lot of interest into Peppo, but Baylor was his first choice. But what changed that for him is he really didn't want to go there with the coach in mind. He wanted to go there somewhere where he could build a dynasty, build a legacy, build a name, because as we all know, Peppo was a 2-star coming in the high school, but he finished his high school career as a 5-star. But Boston College did not fit the scheme for him. That leaves 2 choices, Baylor or Vandy. Baylor, like I said, was a huge choice for him, but it all came down to the coach's trust. And who made that big choice? Well, as you can see, Peppo Mueller has decided to commit to Vandy. But committing to Vandy brought him a new challenge. That means position battle for QB2. As you can see, Peppo was talking with his coaches right here and telling him, they were basically telling him, hey, we like what you got, but you got a shot to move up into that QB2 spot. But that's basically what his next challenge was, showing the coaches that he's more than just a QB3. He is a QB2, and not even that, why he should be a starter for Vandy. So going into the QB battle, as you can see, they want to see if he can score with only passing plays. Going into it, you see he's showing a lot of backing up in the pocket, which isn't good, but he still makes a strike down the field, which showing the coach, hey, I can make plays down the field. Again, going down to his wide receiver number 19, he's making a lot of good passes to him, but at the same time, he wants to get his running back involved, because that's how he did it in high school. He was able to make those easy check down routes. But as you can see, he throws a great pass to number 1 for a touchdown. So coach was happy with that. Next, they wanted him to deal with cover 0 defense, see if he can score dealing with that. But he makes a great read to the tight end, who makes a great catch. But in this QB battle, you will see Peppo and number 1 have made a great connection so far. He's a great receiver for Peppo to make reads to, because look, he's just trying to make tackles up the field, not tackles, make broken tackles up the field, and he ends up getting into the end zone for Peppo. But there he is again with another big catch. Like I said, Peppo and number 1 were making great strides during this QB battle, which could lead to some experience when Peppo gets on the field as QB1. But during that drill, he obviously did better than the quarterback number 2. But here we are in the third challenge. They want to see if Peppo can lead a fourth quarter drive. He's starting off good, making good passes and stuff so far. So as you can see, getting up the field, not doing anything risky here, because at the same time, this is like a 2-minute, 4-minute drive that they want to see if Peppo can deal with. So he's just making the proper reads, checking down to the receiver that's open, not making anything rushed. As you can see, tight end gets up the field for another first down. So coming in at 2nd and 10, what can Peppo do? He goes to his number 1 option, number 1. Like I said, him and number 1 making great strides so far for Vandy. But as you can see, that pressure came to him a whole lot different than it did in high school. So he ends up getting sacked. It's 3rd and 10. And what does he do next? He throws a pick. That's honestly not good. But as you can see, it really doesn't matter in the QB battle, because Peppo has won the battle. According to the coach, he did enough to win QB spot 2. But honestly, Peppo wants more than QB2. He wants QB1. That's all he wants in his lifetime, is to be the number 1 quarterback option. But like I say, y'all, if y'all been enjoying the series so far, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and comment down below. Do you think Peppo's going to be a good quarterback, Vandy, or was this a bad choice for him? Peace.